I don't got no music. I don't got no music. I don't got no. I don't got no music. I don't got no. I'm trying to tag some people. Hey sis, peace. What's going on? Help me share this video out, because I want to talk some serious stuff. And I want as many people to hear it as possible. Because it's going down, down, down. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Looking like a nice day for copper-colored people. Peace, sis. Loving us, Elliot. Jeremiah. Hey, Micah. Okay. Have y'all been seeing what's going on? Have y'all been seeing what's going on? It's a lot of different things going on. We gotta at least recognize that it's a lot happening. Why is there so much happening? Why is there so much going on? And we can't all be talking about the most important thing. Something that's being discussed just simply isn't important. It's some stuff that got our attention, y'all, that's not important. Like this whole Will and Jada shit. That's their business. That's married people folk. That's married people business. Hey, DJ Chris Dollar, what's going on? Oh, thank you. It's a lot of stuff that's not our business. That stuff with Will and Jada should not be more important than Wayfair and Amazon trafficking children. Are y'all kidding me? Are y'all fucking kidding me? Y'all are the same people who want to talk about what a terrible job Trump is doing with the country. As if you know better. Do you know better? Do you know what's good? Do y'all know what's good? Because if we all adults here, and we all know what's good, why are we not concerned about these people kidnapping, killing, eating children? And I'm going to talk rough today. I don't care about y'all feelings today. I don't care today. I'm always trying to be nice. And I think when I be nice, y'all miss the point. So nice is out the window. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. We don't have time. Pocahontas. Haha. Yes, I had to put on my little Moorish thing, you know. Because we are the copper-colored people. So this hairstyle always looks easy breezy on us. Naturally. You know what I mean? And the reason why I don't really care to be nice today, or you know, I don't care to have a filter for y'all feelings. Not you guys on the line personally, but this video is going to get shared. And the ones who need to hear this part, they're going to know when I'm talking to them. Cause y'all super spiritual, y'all super in tune, y'all predicting futures, y'all done went back in time, y'all done transverse galaxies and shit, but y'all can't fucking tell what's going on right here in America right now to you today? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I don't believe you. I do not believe you are as woke as you think you are at all. Y'all are not hardly as spiritual as y'all think y'all are at all. And it's not about anybody trying to put you down or insult you. It's about calling you to accountability. You talk too fucking much. It's time to pay that bill. It's time to pay the bill. Pay attention to the fucking children. Let me explain something to y'all magicians. Y'all who know ritual magic and shit. Y'all who so into the codes, y'all know everything that's mysterious. Your adept chambered regulars and shit. I want to talk to y'all a minute. I want to talk to y'all. Because this is the shit that y'all supposed to be letting the people know. Putting the people on in your little groups. In classes and stuff. Letting people understand that magic is a responsibility. And that when it comes to us brown and melanated people, we were once an illustrious people because we had a great responsibility. We ran our countries, our civilizations, our kingdoms with accountability and responsibility. We wasn't just putting on robes and animal hats and shit, dancing around in the fucking dark, fucking and eating and drinking and shit, making wishes. No. There's a responsibility that comes with ritual magic. There's a responsibility that comes with knowing the sciences. And if you say you know the sciences, you owe it to yourself to figure out what the fuck is going on right here so we could save humanity. This is bigger than our black asses, y'all. This is bigger than the black on your ass. This is bigger than that. We gotta save everybody. And while y'all running around here talking about Will and Jada and now Nick Cannon and shit, the white people are about to go down in history as the people who saved humanity while the gods were sleeping. We over here fucking sleep. We crying about what's not fair and how Trump is horrible and shit. There's bigger fish to fry, y'all. There's bigger fish to fry. So y'all need to grow the fuck up today. Grow up. Grow up and get out your feelings. This ain't about your goddamn personal preference. This is not about your preference. If you can't think on how to function and govern and navigate the world around you in reference and consideration to other living beings, maybe you deserve the oppression you are dealing with. Maybe that is your fair share. Stay asleep. Stay asleep. Because this shit is bigger than us. This shit is bigger than us not being treated fair as black people. This is bigger than us being stolen from as indigenous people of the planet. It's even bigger than that, y'all. This shit big. Y'all can't even wrap your heads around the fact that we are indigenous people calling ourselves black in a political environment and expecting to have our humanity preserved, protected, and respected, while we are denying and rejecting our humane station on this planet. Y'all can't wrap your heads around that. What are y'all going to do when y'all got aliens for Christmas? What are you going to do when they split the sky and it ain't Jesus coming out that motherfucker? What you going to do? You going to say that's a conspiracy too, huh? You going to say that's a conspiracy too, huh? What are you going to do when you don't have a nationality in place, and being black is a capital punishment, and they take your head off with a guillotine, what are you gonna do? Huh? I've been telling y'all for at least 10 years that the guillotines was coming, that the coffins was coming. I've been talking about this for a long time. A long time. So now that it's here, I'm kind of mad that I'm still having this conversation. As a Sagittarius, this shit was supposed to be consumed already and done off with. We supposed to be dancing in their ashes right now. But I'm still telling the same wake up story. I'm still ringing the fucking alarm. Along with everybody else, this is not fair. And you know what else is not going to be fair? The children that's going to be born under oppression for another 500 to 1,000 years because we was too busy worrying about girl dick, boy pussy, married people private life, and other shit that don't got nothing to do with what's important. Y'all got to decide what is really important. What is really important? We could crack our little jokes here and there. But y'all didn't see the video where Jeffrey Epstein passing the little girl through the fire to Molech? My spiritual scientists, my woke folk, my free and accepted gentlemen. Huh? Y'all didn't see that? Y'all didn't see that? So there's no way in the world y'all can tell me that these people are not doing magical rituals and that y'all don't have a reason to be concerned. Y'all should not feel like also like y'all don't have a recourse or a remedy or a solution to the problem. Not standing with the president who is fighting the war is this disloyal. We gonna ask boss what to think. Yeah, y'all not gonna even ask the boss what to think. Y'all just gonna read the memo when it come around and fall in line with whatever the instructions is. Y'all not asking. Nobody. If you ask what the boss is thinking, Rab, you on top, man. You on fire. You ahead of most. Cause most don't care what the boss think. Most not going with nothing. Most don't have a solution for themselves. Only thing we know is that the situation is fucked up, but we can't solve it ourselves. We're not trying to solve it ourselves. We complaining. And the one person who is trying to do it, y'all fighting this nigga tooth and fucking nail, looking for the stimulus check. Ungrateful and divided within yourselves as individuals. That's what that is. That's why we can't get it together as a people. Because we can't even resolve to come to common sense within our individual bodies. Within our individual beings. Huh? They been had the guillotines, the coffins ready to go for a few years now. Yeah, they did, but they just got some new guillotines. They got some new ones. They got some new efficient ones. We look ridiculous to the rest of the planet, y'all. We look absolutely stupid. Absolutely dumb. Absolutely dumb. And we don't have enough time for anybody to pander your feelings and cater to your ego and make sure they all gentle with you and shit. Nobody got time for that shit right now. Nobody don't have time for that. We have to grow up right now, y'all. We gotta grow up. We gotta put our little petty feelings aside. If we can't function unless we feel good, then drop fucking dead Fred and get the goddamn hell out the way and let us who actually want to live and want to walk in our God body and power do what the hell we gotta do. Y'all holding us up. Y'all are holding us up. Because we can't stop to save everybody. I don't know about y'all, but when I left church, I said I wasn't dying for nobody. I believe Jesus died for y'all my whole life. And a lot of y'all still believe that. Y'all go to church if y'all want somebody to sacrifice themselves for y'all. We don't have time to sacrifice ourselves to save you who's here with us right now when there's a whole future waiting to be rescued. Do y'all understand that shit? We are in Star Wars, bitch. This is fucking Star Wars. Star Wars, okay? They got guns and lasers. The other side got guns and lasers. We got guns and lasers, but we don't know how to turn ours on. But this is a fight, y'all. This is a fight. So they don't care if you don't know how to use your powers. They do not care if you don't remember who you are. They are going to come and get you. And if you're going to be gotten, you're going to get got. And that is going to be the bottom line. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? For anybody who ever been in a fight, if you ever been in a brawl, if you ever been a brawler, ever, you already know you're going to take a couple blows. You already know you're going to take a couple hits. Y'all better learn how to shake this shit off when you start seeing stars and keep fucking pushing, y'all. Keep pushing. Pay attention. They are coming for your soul. Do you understand that? They coming for your soul, your willpower, your right to choose, your ability to recognize the options. They coming for you at the core, my nigga. And you sleeping and dancing. You sleeping and dancing. If somebody takes away your ability to recognize your options, you are a slave. Nobody's going to take away my ability to do anything. Nobody take my life unless I lay it down. You understand? I'm guarding this bitch. And you are too. Unless they kill your ass. And if they do, it's going to be your fault. Your fault. You won't be able to blame the white man for another 400 years. You heard? You're not going to be able to blame him this time. You're not going to be able to blame him. They done put shit in books. They done put shit in the internet. They got tabloids. They got Britannicas. They got all kind of references. You can fly around the planet, go talk to people in villages and shit, get stories for your own self. We don't got no more excuses no more, y'all. The information has been made available. We are in the age of Aquarian. Knowledge is being poured out over the whole entire planet. And if your cup is full of stupid juice, this new knowledge that's supposed to make you God gonna make you sick. I promise. Because you're not doing what we're supposed to do. We have things that we gotta do, guys. We don't got time to blame and be angry with nobody. We gotta eat right. We gotta think positive. We gotta be creative. We gotta take care of this planet. Make sure in front of your house and around your crib is clean. Make sure your neighbors is doing good. Love our kids and our neighbors and ourselves. Look out for each other. We got shit to do, y'all. We gotta raise the vibrations on this planet. Because when it's split, whoever not on the right side, you're gonna be food. Hunger Games society for your ass. Shit. Y'all can get mad at me if y'all want. Y'all can have all the attitude in the world you want. Getting mad at me not gonna save you. So stop wasting time already. Snap out of it. Stop jumping on shit that's not gonna get you nowhere. Stop focusing on things that's not gonna give you the answer. Get the deep state. Yes, this deep state thing is serious, y'all. Do y'all realize the deep state has been operating in this country since they popped Abraham Lincoln? Huh? And we got people mad passionate blaming Trump for ruining the country when he only been in politics for 3 years. But this country been fucked up since 1870 something. Tell me how that makes sense. How does that make sense to y'all? I want y'all to put y'all feelings aside and turn your thinking caps on. How can we blame Trump or even Obama with his disgusting self for all the tragedy that's happening? Even Obama said he was just doing a job. He's following orders. And those people are following orders. And those people are following orders. And those people are following orders. So why are we blaming one man for our miseducation and misunderstanding about what's going on in this country? Our parents did the best they could by voting Democrat. And they talk Democrat, but they didn't understand either. Do you understand? They were still in church. They was getting a different dose of the poison, y'all. They was given a different dose of the poison. They was told vote Democratic or else. So that's what they did. They didn't even get the explanation for the or else. They didn't need it. They was already scared. Because that white man looked like Jesus and he been whipping our ass. And they remembered that more than we do. But we are not our parents. We are not our grandparents. We are far enough from plantation beatings, okay? We are far enough from certain types of treatment. And we have been exposed to enough information and enough violence on our own accord that we now could choose to be violent with them. We can choose to be violent with our ignorance. Battle with your fucking obstacles, goddammit. Stop battling with your friends. Stop battling with your neighbors. Stop battling with people that don't think like you or don't live like you. That's not where your fight is at. Your fight is in your mind. Because that's where them peoples is. That's where they done set up their fortress and then put your ass in their trust. You's a beneficiary. That's why we out here chasing paper. On top of it, it says, in God we trust. So you going after that thing. Because you's a beneficiary of the trust. But those days are over. Those days are gone now. It's over, guys. I may have to come back, take a breather, and do another video, or part 2. Because those days are done. We don't pay homage to England anymore. How many of y'all done fast forwarded memes, done shared memes about how Africa is still, countries in Africa still pay France and shit? And you shake your head like, oh, that's fucked up, bitch. You fucked up too. Because we just stopped paying England the other day. We just stopped. We just stopped. Because of Trump. He got the feds up off us. He got the feds up off us. What you going to do with your new financial freedom? How you going to protect it? How are you going to protect it? We're about to have a new banking system introduced to us where the money is going to be decentralized. You think the federal government want to give up their power? They've been killing babies and drinking babies since the days of Christ, my nigga. So they could control this shit. You think they're going to give it up just like that? Huh? You think they're going to give it up just like that? After all the work that they done put in. After all the people they done killed. Including their own family members and everything. Anybody could get it. So they could control this planet. For the entities that control them. Do you understand what I'm saying, y'all? Because we've been talking this spiritual shit. But I don't think y'all been really talking this spiritual shit. Huh? Huh? We are being hosted, y'all. By people that are possessed by alien forces that do not like us at all. They never did and they never will. Understand that. But they only have as much power as you give them. And they know that. So their goal is not to take your power away. That would be dumb. That would be dumb. That's a dumb fight. You don't fight the powerful for their power. You let the powerful keep their power. You just change the powerful's options. Hello? They're fucking with your mind, y'all. We gotta learn our history before we go back and change. Like I said, this is a foreign entity that has invaded the planet very long time ago. I don't know if y'all watch my videos like that, if y'all really be paying attention to what I say, but we live on a molested planet. We are the children of a molested fucking planet. Those entities that came here and cultivated themselves into our race. That's molestation. That's pedophilia on a cosmic fucking level. And they're doing that on the earthbound level right here, right now. Because the same way they subdued the planet, they plan to subdue the race. They want to control everything on it. They want to consume everything on it. And as long as you're ignorant to that, they get away with it. How much are we willing to learn? The Thoughts of DJ Faye's show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Christine, since the toe touch here, the deep state existed, was created in the UK. 13 families rule. Were bullied into Democrats, white supremacists, Freemasons. Yeah, that's after they got their technology up. Because this shit really started way back in Kemet. This shit started in Kemet, y'all. This shit started in Kemet. You could look on the walls of Samaria and Babylonia and ancient Egypt, and you will see the aliens on the damn walls. You see the aliens on the wall, y'all. They been here. But they had to take their time and cultivate a bloodline, cultivate some people to create royal bloodlines. They had to create the 13 families first. See, they had a plan. They had a whole strategy planned out. Y'all got to peep how history takes its course and see what's happening, you know. It was a man started out with an idea. He had a plan. He got a friend together with him, some families, and they stuck to the plan. They stuck to the script. They didn't stick to each other. It wasn't about whether I like him today. It wasn't about, oh, this nigga moving different, so I'm out. No, it wasn't none of that. They stuck to the plan. They stuck to the plan, y'all. They developed the 13 families. Before they developed the 13 families, first they had to learn all the sciences. So they took their time and they mingled with us through the Egyptians, the Ptolemies, learning our Kemetic sciences, learning our Phoenician sciences, learning about our energy systems, learning about our mathematics, learning about our cosmology. They took their time out to learn first, and they learned as much as they could possibly stand. Mind you, a lot of them were initiates into the mystery schools, but they never got accepted into the mystery schools because they never finished initiation. Which is why today when you go to college, you go as far as like a PhD, but you kind of ain't going no further than that because they didn't either. Okay? And you go to the 12th grade in high school, but in actuality, they were in school a lot longer. Like, they didn't get into what we would call the college phase or the mystery schools until they were in their 40s. Yeah. You didn't get to learn magic and stuff, going to adept chambers until you were in your 40s. Because you had to be of a mature mind. You had to be mature. And it takes a certain amount of time for organic materials to mature. See, when things mature, the composition changes a little bit, you know. Things that might used to be a little base turn a little acidy. Things that used to be a little sour turn a little sweet, you know, when it ages, when it matures. So basically, we gotta grow up immediately. But I'm gonna do another video. I'm gonna go brain fart because y'all blowing mine. I can't. Like, this stuff is so freaking old. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna talk about how this thing started, and we're gonna talk about these rituals. What's going on when these people are killing the babies. I'm going to break those rituals down for y'all a little something. Because we need to know this, especially if you call yourself a shaman, a magician, you're spiritual, you're into your energies and your orishas and this, that, and the third. You need to know this stuff because your enemy knows it. Your enemy knows it, so you need to know it too. You need to know it too. She whiz. What else to say here? I think I missed a whole lot of people talking. I sure did. I'm so sorry. A said, Trump said they say things people of color need to know and remember their history so we don't forget. Oh, yes, Trump did say that. Trump also said that black people better learn their history before they repeat it. You're going to go right back in chains again if you don't know who you are and what happened to you the first time. And you think you know something? Because you listen to the Democrats and you repeating the shit on TV, you repeating mainstream shit. Repeating the mainstream shit is how they know they got you. That's how they know they got you hoodwinked. They know you drink the Kool-Aid when you repeat that stuff. Yes, Livo, Inky and Lil. That's who we dealing with right now. We dealing with Inky and Lil. For sure. Sheldon. Sincere, call me when you can. Okay. Hey, Dr. Anthony. All right, look. I left, I came back. I'm good now. We can go for part 2. We can go for part 2. I had my brain just did a little something, something. I'm back now. So yes, this mystery of Babylon, this Babylonian mystery. I think I'm gonna get a wet dry board and I'm gonna start drawing shit for y'all. I think I'm gonna start drawing shit. Hey, Ali. Hey, Tamara. Alright, check this out. What is in your blood, y'all? Alright. I can't hear y'all, so I'm gonna just say some stuff. Or y'all could just put some stuff up there. What does your blood do? What does it represent? What does your blood do? What our blood does, our blood is like our transportation system. It's like the oil of our body. And it moves stuff around. It moves our nutrients around. It carries the oxygen. It carries the vibrations. It's a medium. It's a media, right? It's a media. And your blood only really gets along with your blood. If you were to take somebody else's blood without doing some proper testing and everything and just pour it into an open wound of yours, or just drink the blood just so like that, you could possibly get sick and die, right? Because blood don't like, it doesn't mix well. Somebody gonna die if you mix blood. So when we were conquering, when we were sailing the seas, because we were scientists, we did deal with all of the energy. No energy is bad. Some energies are just denser than others. They're heavier than others because they are earth-bound. Think about it like this. You got the planets in the sky, right? You got the planets and everything up there, and they're sending messages down to the earth. These messages coming down to the earth are earth-bound messages, like a navigational system. Like they got a navigational system attached to it, and it has its coordinates already logged in. So when it leaves the planet, it's coming to Earth with a directive. It already has its mission, right? You got the sun in the sky. The sun lights up most of the planets most of the time. But because we live in a dual environment, this is reality. This is 3D. You got 3 dimensions here. You got length, width, and depth. All types of shit going on in between. The side, you got the side that the sun is shining on, and you got the side of the planet that doesn't see the sun, right? Simultaneously. All of these rays are coming down to the planet. All of these energies are coming down from the planet. The ones that did get sun, because the sun is more energy now, and it has its little light codes, and when those light codes mix with the planetary's original codes, it changes it a little bit. It tweaks it. It gives it a different directive from the codes that don't have any sunlight in them. Okay? Y'all follow me so far? Somebody talk to me. Hey, Cosmic. What does child blood do to the person taking it? We about to get there. We about to get there. Right? Okay, so we got the got the energies, the messages coming off of the planets, right? And we got some messages that have light codes from the sun, and we got some messages that don't have no light codes from the sun at all. And then we got some messages that they a little shade of gray. They got some light codes, maybe not a whole lot, but they got some. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole array of messages coming down from each individual planet all of the time, right? In the Bible, it talks about spiritual wickedness in high places, right? These light rays that are coming off of the planet, particularly the planet Saturn, like I was saying, all of the planets get hit with some sun. But you see Saturn way in the back. He not just in the back, y'all. This nigga off to the left. He to the left. He a little off to the left. So he don't even catch the same amount of light as everybody else. He doesn't catch the same amount of light as everybody else. He gets next to no sunlight. So most of the codes coming off of Saturn don't contain much sun codes. So his codes, they are earthbound minus sunlight. So they don't have the alteration. They got a different designation than the ones that do have sun, right? When these codes hit the planet, right, they all have a mission. They got things to do. These messages are not just sent down to the planet because they ain't got no place else to go. They got things to do here. They gotta grow trees. They gotta help form mountains and crystals. They gotta color vegetation. They have to do all sort of things. They gotta control animal behavior. They gotta control streams and rivers and how plants respond to sunlight. There's a whole lot of other things going on the planet besides us being here. We're just an addition. We're like creme de la creme of what's going. We're like the most obviously amazing thing that's going on, but all this stuff is amazing even if we're not here. Like the planet still has a lot going on that is absolutely amazing. Anyway, so they have those things to do. Now when it comes down to the thing with people, us human beings, those energies from the planets, as above so below, become hub ports, satellite ports. Like they're offshoots, satellites of parts of our consciousness. Parts of our consciousness. We're not parts of their consciousness. They're parts of our consciousness. They're parts of our consciousness. So the planetary alignments, what kind of light they give off, how they cross each other while they're in rotation and in orbit around the planet, all those different lines crossing forms those sacred geometry lines that we like to see, and they tell a story. It tell a story, because when you take these energies and you wrap it in flesh and you send it down to the planet, it starts to have a behavior now. It carries a vibration and it carries a look. It's going to have a sound. It's going to set a tone. It's going to be a mood. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a whole vibe, y'all. And that's what we got on the planet. We got the energies from the sky, from the orbs in the sky, from the planets, the energies wrapped in flesh down here, and we a whole vibe, right? Now, when it comes to children, before I get to the children part, I'm almost there, y'all. I'm almost, because this, I want y'all to understand this. This is serious stuff. I want y'all to really understand this. So, most of us are familiar with the creation story, right? So, the planets, the stuff in the sky was here before humanity was, right? But before humanity, there were already what you would call people here. People were here. There were beings, entities, humanoids already here, humanoids and different creatures. This is why we have stories about the Nomo and about mermaids and Nagas and Bacchanal and Mama Glow and Dwayne and all these little Laja Bless and all these Sukunyan, all these kind of creatures and stuff like that, because a lot of stuff was already here before humanity was created, before humanity was formed and made. There was things here. And the children of Yemaya, right? There were certain children that the entity known as Yemaya in our African traditional religions and sciences. Oh, we get into the aliens just now a lot. Of our not in tune with that. What about the aliens? Oh, we gonna talk about the aliens. I'm getting to the aliens right now. I'm getting to the aliens. Okay. All right, Brother Hinton. Yeah. So, the entities that Yemaya, Mama Wata, had made, she gave birth to, were earth keepers and stuff like that. In charge of gold, in charge of gems and diamonds and precious metals. We understood, because this is our place. It comes from our mother, and the place comes from her too. So we know stuff about the place, right? So now here comes this energy from the planet, this energy from outer space. Energy, entities. Once it came from somewhere else and it came down into our atmosphere, right? That's where we have the first sacred exchange of energy. Because this thing was foreign. Came from out there somewhere. And we were already here. The planet was here in its own little protective little bubble. And then here comes something from out there coming and imposing itself on us in here. We didn't call out for it. We didn't invite it. We didn't have a party and promote it in all corners of the cosmos. We wasn't expecting company. But they came anyway. And they perched down. And they got comfortable. Without our permission. Interference. They were much older than us. This is a much older race. A much older group and class of entities, of energy that is traveling through the universe. You know how big and vast the universe is? Do you know how far Saturn is from here? Do you know how old them niggas must have been when they got here? Oh my God. They was like, all black people is from the 19 galaxy. Hey, Payasha. Hey, Katrin. What about the 19 galaxy? That's another video, bruh. Just stay with me. Stay with me. That's another video, though. But stay with me. That's an older group, an older class of beings, an older class of entities, energies, traveling through our whole cosmos here. And we children, we in a room, you know. We on planet Earth in our own little bubble, oblivious to what's going on. We're oblivious even to ourselves at that particular point. We're oblivious to certain things. So when they touched down, they started mingling. They doing things. They looking around. The one particular one, known as Enlil, right, was made the Lord of the Sky. Another one, there's so many different versions of this story, and it could be applied and told several different ways, and it'll still be the same story. What are you talking about? Proves that we are not the color black. Yeah, we not black. We not black. Ain't nobody, nobody in our family's never been black. We not black. That's a whole robbery. And this is why we gotta know this stuff. We gotta know our history. We gotta know that this planet was invaded upon by older entities. One side sought to protect us because it helped to create who we are right now today. It helped to create us because the other side was looking to destroy us. And the other side that was looking to destroy us is still looking to destroy us. This nigga done wrote a whole Bible, a whole Quran, a whole Talmud, done told a whole... He done created his own situation, for real. Because he's really very jealous. He got issues. He's a psycho, for real. He's a real psychopath we dealing with, y'all. A real... You don't know what kind of psychopath this is. Real crazy. Real crazy. Y'all can't imagine the craziness this is. Y'all can't even imagine it. Draconian. Draconian, yes. From another Draconian is that Saturnalian, far outside, out from outskirts of the exposure to light type of environment. That's where these people are coming from. Draconian, no light codes. No light codes. That's why they no light codes. Scraps. You know when you have construction paper and you making a collage and you got your stencil out. Imagine the sun is the stencil, right? And the paper is the planet, right? And you put your stencil on the paper and you cut your stencil out. You're only going to keep the part that fits the pattern, and the scraps you kind of toss to the side. That's the dark side of the planets. That's the draconian side of the energy that comes off the planet. It don't got no light code. They don't feel like they have a purpose except to be sent down to earth. So when they get the chance, they create as much chaos as possible, because what the fuck else they got to do? They didn't get into the mold, you know. They didn't get into the template. They scraps. But in Lil was given instructions. Y'all have to remember, all of our cosmologies, all of the deities are based off of the planets. So from Saturn, we have Set, right? From Set, we got Satan and the devil, right? And Shaitan and stuff like that, right? So he was given instructions. They were given instructions. They decided they wanted to create. This is energy talking. I need y'all to, like, I don't know what you got to do to your brain. Play with it or something. You know, mush it up. Reconfigure it. But play with your brain and imagine the energy, like the radio waves coming off of the planet, having personality and having preference, having a face, having a name, and having like almost like you and me, but they not flesh and blood. So they don't have a body and they can't be considered people, and they don't need to have sex to reproduce, because they're spirits. It's energy. You gotta open this thing up, y'all. Y'all gotta start to see this thing. Y'all gotta start to see this thing from a higher perspective, from a higher vibratory plane, from a higher echelon. Y'all got to get up there to see this shit so these niggas don't get you again. Because they coming. They coming now. Anyway, I'm gonna need a drink. But anyway, that older planet, the older planet sending the older rays down to little old young Earth. When those beings began to interfere, it even says in the Bible that the sons of God came down to earth, and they saw that the daughters of men were fair, and they took many of them as wives unto themselves. So they were taken as wives. They wasn't proposing to no damn body. They wasn't proposing. They out here taking pussy, y'all. They was out here taking it. They said she looked good, and they took it. They took it. Even if it was a seduction thing, how much of a seduction is it really if this is an older entity, much wiser, and they are finding the daughters of men who are way younger than they are to be beautiful? We dealing with a whole slew of pedophile spirits, y'all. These niggas is violators, predators, rapists, pedivores, they all of that. They all of that by nature, y'all. Because that's how they came down to the planet. That's how they started the whole entire shits. They was very upset. Very upset with Inky because Inky was like, yo, so you're saying that here Etrians bring energies, don't have a form? Are you saying that I need clarity, Brother Hinton. Energies, they can take on a form according to what medium is available that you can comprehend. Whatever you can comprehend and whatever medium is available for them to use to take a form, that will be their form for you. And if there are a lot of people that think like you and they perceive things the way you do, then you all will see the same thing when it came to that energy. Which is why you have people that when they do see spirits, you have some people see it one way and some people see it another way. It depends on the medium that's available and the level of comprehension that the person is able to process. Everybody don't process the same, so they can't use the same things to appear to everybody. So you don't believe in the 19th galaxy? I haven't heard the term the 19th galaxy, so I don't know. I do know that we are not exactly completely earthlings. I do know that we have a celestial origin. Yeah, I definitely agree and believe that for sure. Yes, draconian do rituals with children to maintain power. We getting there. But they gonna eat their vegetables first. They rush you trying to give them the meat and potatoes, Stella. But they gotta get their vegetables. Because if they eat the meat and the potatoes and they don't get their vegetables, niggas gonna be full of shit. Happy face. Ha ha. You gotta eat your vegetables, y'all. If you just get the meat and potatoes, you get constipated, you be full of shit. So you need the vegetables to get the meat and potatoes moving so you can do something with that. You can't do nothing with the meat and potatoes but get fat if you ain't got no vegetables. Anyway, you gonna get these vegetables. So do you believe in the Ark of the Covenant is a device that they can contact the way we came? That's another video, bruh. I'm talking about what I'm talking about. So we gonna do your video another day. Matter of fact, when I finish my video, we gonna go on your page and we gonna do your video on the 19 Galaxy so you could tell me about it, because I'm not really sure and I want to talk about what I want to talk about right now. So we can't talk about the 19th Galaxy right now, bro. That's a nice topic though, but not right now. Right now, you gonna get your vegetables. You gonna get this other science right now. That's what we gonna do. It was an older race because I'm trying to just get the micro general cosm drawn out for people. I want y'all to understand that this pedophilia thing is not something that just started in the 1900s or the 1800s or 1700s. I need y'all to see that they've been killing babies and raping babies and shit since the fucking beginning of time. This is how they conquer. This is how they conquer and control. They interfere with someone who was younger than them. They take away the choice and the option by limiting information, by limiting what someone is able to choose from. And that's what they did from they first came down. They saw the women was beautiful and they took them for wives. Do you think if I always seen men that look like me and my family, you think I want to be with a goddamn alien? No, I'm not interested in being with no goddamn alien. So that means he had the lie. They had the lie. They had the trick. They had to connive. Obama was a part of the evil that cursed the earth when he signed the Transgender Act. Yeah, he down with that whole collective. I'm so sick of Obama. I'm just sick. I'm sick of him. I don't even want to talk about his ass. Disgusting. I can't bother. It's so many people involved with this disgusting mess. It's just... And we've supported these people. We've given them praises. We've looked up to them. We've thought they were good, upstanding people. until you get to learn the history and you start connecting the dots and you start having and your spiritual. See, this is the thing about when you're spiritually woke, you gotta spiritually ascend. And when shit like this is happening, when you are spiritually awoke, it messes with your spirituality. It messes with what you know on a spiritual level. Because you have to adjust to what's going on. And as a person like me, I don't like to be under nothing. I got to be on top of a situation. I have to know what's going on with it. I got to see this thing from the top down. So I got to get on top of it. Or I'm not going to feel good. I'm not going to feel good. I'm not going to feel good at all. You know what I'm saying? Married to Michael, not Michelle. So, of course, he signed it. It was a part of his agenda. Yup, he signed it. Because he over there drinking babies. Obama is a monster, y'all. This man is a monster. You know, when we was little, we used to get read stories about the monsters in the woods, the giants that ate the babies, that used to kidnap the kids and eat the kids. That's who we dealing with right now. Obama and them are the giants that steal and kidnap and eat the kids. These niggas is the old lady that Jack and Jill ran into in the woods that put the kids in the oven. Mariana Abramovich in this goddamn hoe. That's who the fuck we dealing with. Jack and Jill, y'all. Hansel and Gretel. The lady from Hansel and Gretel who was eating the kids. That's who we dealing with. Those stories were told to us to make something that seems so, make those actions seem so outlandish and so ridiculous and so far-fetched that there's no way in the world that it could be real. But here it is, y'all, 2020, and with the same mind, it is. If you don't believe in monsters, you will after 2020. You about to share a bunch of people right now. We're about to go live. All right, cool. Got you. Yeah. So these entities, this spirit, this energy is very old. Because Saturn is very old. Saturn is like the oldest planet. He's the oldest planet. I'm going to tell you a little, yes, that makes me think of the Jack and Jill elite of today. Wow. There's a Jack and Jill organization today. Isn't there an angel named Barakiel? It probably is an angel named Barakiel. There's lots of angels. That does sound like an angelic name, Barakiel. Yeah, Saturn is the father planet, y'all. Saturn is the daddy, y'all. Saturn is the daddy. And look, when Yima y'all started having kids, when she had that first bunch, she was all thrilled because they was all splashing around in the water and shit. You know what this nigga Saturn did? The nigga ate his kids. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to say to y'all? Saturn, set. Saturn, set. Saturn, set. Molech is set. Sek is Molech. They eat children. That's what they do. That's what they do. Because they jealous. They want attention. He wanted his wife's attention. He wanted Yemaya's attention. He wanted the mother's attention for himself. He didn't want her paying attention to the kids and tending to the new creation. He wanted her to be up in his face and she wasn't. So he ate the damn kids, yo. Yes, it is very much so more than a coincidence, Kelly Lee. Way more than a coincidence. We are told these stories. It's up to us to string the pieces together, put the similarities together. You know, we got to put the similarities together. This stuff is old. We've been seeing this stuff happening through the ages. We have to, you know what I'm saying? Learn to string these things together. Saturn ate his kids because he was jealous that the new youth was down there jumping around making noise and stuff. So he swallowed up the kids so he could get the woman's attention again, because she births everything and he wanted that control. He wanted to be able to give birth. He wanted to be the amazing one. But he's just a planet. He just a daddy. That's how he felt. And then by the time she gives birth to the rest of the planets, he real mad now. Because not only did she give birth again and have more children to love again, he's pushed way in the back of the universe, off to the side in the dark somewhere, and she's just having a time of her life with this big, sexy black motherfucker, Jupiter, a.k.a. Asar, a.k.a. Shango, a.k.a. Zeus, a.k.a. Jesus. Yeah. Planets, y'all. That's what we dealing with in religion. All religion is a watered down, dogmatized cosmology that they give to the commoners, while the people in the higher ranks of the society actually know the details of the science of the religion. So while we over here in this Christian country, right? This is a Christian country. Mind you, I just said this is a Christian country, right? We're getting the watered down version of the cosmology of what the higher ups are doing. So when you go to church on Sunday, even though it's the sun's day, right? You're treating it like it's a day of rest. The Sabbath for the Father, the Sabbath, the Sat day, Saturn's day. You're treating it like the Sabbath, which is Saturn's day. Even though you're using the energy of the sun to exalt Satan on the sun's day. Basically, that's what you're doing when you go to church. They are heavy on the personification. Peace, Ed Primus, Jonathan Morris. People can't fathom who is doing these atrocities now. Christian countries based on Satanism. Yes, Christianity is based on Satanism. But they don't got to tell you that. Because who the fuck are you? Get your ass to work. They don't want to clean toilets and grow food and shit. They're too busy thinking of ways to keep you under control so they can stay powerful. That's what they focused on. Staying powerful. And they know to do it, they gotta violate your youth. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna get a little bit more into that now. We keep getting away from it because I got so much to say. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. But the blood, it carries messages. The blood is a transportation system. It carries messages. It carries essence. It's your essential oil. You understand what I'm saying? So as we age, right? As we get older, there's certain codes. There's certain things that we have in our DNA that didn't deplete yet. It didn't age out. Because our DNA is like, you see how a Xerox copy is? A Xerox machine is? The copier machine? You know, if you take the first copy, the first few copies be good. Like, you almost can't even tell the difference between the original and the copy. But if you take the original, put that to the side, and just keep making copies of the copy, eventually the copies become degenerated, and they become degraded, and they don't have the potency anymore because it's not good anymore. The ink is running out and shit like that, right? So when we're young, our cells are like the ink, like a fresh cartridge of ink. So it has all of the DNA codes. It has all of the little intricate details that it needs to copy our information that we need to live in our bodies. Because that's what the DNA is. Not quite like clones. Not quite. Clones is something different. Our cells naturally replicate themselves. If you get a cut, your body will automatically start to heal itself because it has that information inside of the DNA, and that DNA is given to the cells, and then the cells make copies. And they keep making the copies until they could get your skin back to how it was or close to it before you had the injury. Now, the information in the cell, the DNA inside the cell, is like the ink cartridge inside of a printer. So as the ink runs low, it doesn't print out the information as well, which is why some people, when they get a scar, well, as we get older, when our skin scars, it takes longer for it to go away because we don't have as much ink. We don't have as much information in that particular cell to reproduce as close to the original as possible. Right, each time they are replicated, they lose potency, right, from the cell, the original cell itself, the aging process. So what these monsters are doing, they are stealing our fucking codes, y'all. They are stealing our codes. Remember, you cannot digest or mix your blood with someone else's without somebody getting sick and dying. You die if you take someone else's blood, right? But they know if they take the blood of the youth, someone who is young, they get all of their DNA codes. And guess what else they get? They get like an energetic tag in their aura that when they come around you, something inside of you knows that your blood is inside of them. You know that they have consumed you. You can feel it. It induces fear because they stole from you. They violated you. They consumed you, and they have assimilated what was once yours and yours alone. DNA information is sacred, y'all. I don't think y'all understand how serious this shit is. Fuck the clone conversation, because y'all can't even wrap your heads around the fact that motherfuckers is eating you in your original form. Forget the clone thing, because y'all can't deal with that. Fuck that. Understand what's happening when they eat you. When they eat you. When they eat you. Understand what's happening when they eat our children. I don't care if the child is black, white, purple, Puerto Rican, Indian, Russian. It doesn't matter. It is a child who was born of a mitochondria that leads back to this fucking planet. And they are eating the codes. They are eating the codes, y'all. The security codes. The rejuvenation codes. The thinking and processing codes. They are eating and assimilating us. And when after they eat you and they assimilate the children, the adrenochrome is just to get them high. That just makes them feel good and it keeps them looking great. But the codes inside of the adrenochrome, the codes inside of the adrenochrome, inside of the blood they are drinking, the codes from your DNA. They are stealing from God, my nigga. Those codes are not ours alone. Those codes are not just ours alone. What's in those codes is the mysteries of the whole entire cosmos, y'all. I done split my lip yelling. They want the pure, innocent energy from the kids. Yes, because they have not aged enough. Their DNA has not degraded. Their consciousness has not been polluted. They have not been polluted as much. So when they eat the children, they getting a good nutritious meal with a concentrated deck of cards, y'all. They pulling all the fucking spades out the deck. Oh my God. Your baby mother love to eat babies. Oh my God, Harper, goodbye. I hope she eat all your babies, bro. Because you trolling on my shit hard right now. Anyway. Yes. They are eating the babies for the colds. This alien entity, right? This alien entity, energy, spirit, Molech, Enlil, devil, Saturn, Satan is possessing and has always possessed people of high ambition, people of high influence, and people in places and position of power. And guess who resonates with that from the very I'm gonna come back and do another video because y'all gotta see how the whole thing played out. Because it started way before any white or pink man walked out of a cave anywhere. It started when it was just your black ass and mine. This shit started with us. As men became aware of society and they became aware of their environment, remember humanity was young at one point in time. You see how nowadays it seems babies born smart? Babies born know how to work electronics and stuff like that. Before, babies used to born and didn't open up their eyes for a whole week. Now, babies born and they soon as they born, they open their eyes and pick their head up and look around the room and ask for their shit. When they come out, like they real advanced. So there was a point in time where we weren't so advanced. And when we weren't so advanced, we had to become aware of certain things eventually as we lived and experienced being in the flesh, in the body. And as men became aware of their presence on the planet and their place in society and in the house and the roles that they played, they got jealous. Because they wanted to be the boss. They wanted to be the mother. They wanted to be in charge. She gives birth, I want to give birth too. I have to listen to her. I want somebody to listen to me. She's telling everybody what to do. I want to tell everybody what to do too. So it was a jealousy thing. But this jealousy, this jealous energy was taking root in an immature consciousness, in an immature body. Womb envy, yup. Womb envy, very much so. And this womb envy that they had attracted this Enlil energy to them. Because it's only the guys that had this mother issue that want to be the most ambitious motherfuckers in the world. They want to run the whole damn planet because they got mommy issues and shit. They want to take over everything. Because they didn't want to be nobody's helper around the house. They couldn't wait their turn. You know what I'm saying? Yes, that transgender nonsense is making more sense now. Yes. Because that transgender spirit is old, baby. That thing is old. If you read the stories in the Emerald Tablets about Set, it tells you that Set was a cross-dresser. Set was a weirdo. That's why they didn't like to hang out with him. Set was a whole queer guy. Yo. He was a weird dude. He was a pedophile also. Set was a weirdo, a cross-dresser. He had strange sexual habits. And he tried to rape young Ra twice. Twice. So we're dealing with an entity and an energy that been here for a long time. Peace, baby. You saying now is stick your middle finger up? Remind me to block your ass later. All right. So, and y'all have to understand that the transgender thing is playing out in the flesh as transgenderism, because the spirit itself is just angry and confused, is dealing with a lot of different things. And this Enlil character is in charge of all of the spirits of the air. It's in charge of all of the earthbound spirits. So the earthbound spirits that are like loyal to his cause, and they like, look, we just going down low, they love to cause confusion. They cause confusion on purpose. On purpose. You know, it's disgusting is what it is. Because a lot of people really are being born with dispositions. This is why technology became dangerous. Because these spirits needed a way to come onto the planet. They needed vessels to inhabit. That they can inhabit organically. And want to be, you know, they want to have the whole human experience too. It's true, once upon a time was nothing but women here. Yup. They cut me off because I said that word. They cut you off because you said what word? Yeah, I know they DJ. They be monitoring to me hard. They monitor me hard. I already know. But I'ma spit that truth, and who it's for is gonna get to who it's meant to get to. They can't stop me. Yeah, they put that 5G on because they trying to fry as many people as possible. Then they let this doggone coronavirus, this little cat and dog bug out, the monkey bug out, because they trying to wipe as many people up. They looking for me. They looking for people like me. They looking for us. Because they have in their mind, they going to breed us and eat us. So they trying to keep us, as many of us, trapped on this planet with them for as long as possible. But you ain't going to trap me, baby. You ain't going to trap me. Because I taste like shit in your mouth. Trust me. You ain't going to eat me. You ain't going to eat me. You ain't going to eat me. You ain't going to like it at all. You're not going to like it. I guarantee you ain't going to like it. My doorbell rang, guys. 1 second. What happened? Who? Who? Oh my God. My plant came out the pot. I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful with that plant. I don't know if the wind be knocking my plant over, or if the squirrels be knocking my plants over, because the squirrels tried to kill me the other day, y'all. They dropped a whole pot of tomatoes. They tried to drop it on my head, y'all. A whole big old pot. 5-gallon pot. Anyway. Saturn eats babies. All these powerful dudes, right? If you look in history and you watch how everything go, when as men got in power, they maintained their power by killing children. This is what they do. This is what they have done over and over and over again. It could be proven over and over again. Yes, reptilians, bad ones though. These mofos is bad, because you got some reptilians that's not bad. You got some that's not bad. And you got some that's horrible. And we really got to practice making ourselves sensitive to spirit, so we can be able to tell the difference between who is good and who is bad. That's why they give us all the candy and the soda and the sugar and the pork chops and the this and the that. They want you to eat everything. They want you to get on roller coasters and get excited and go gambling and thrill your flesh. They want you to get addicted to drugs and get addicted to sex. Get addicted to everything that make your body call out to you. Because this is the key. This is the secret. This is the secret, y'all. This is the key. They have to. Remember, these guys have a directive. They have a plan already. They were given a directive before they left the planet Saturn up in outer space. They were given coordinates to follow. like a rocket ship. You know when they show us the rockets and they give the rockets the south and north coordinates. The rocket is gonna go all over the place, but it's gonna hit that damn spot. Because it's a rocket, it was given a spot to hit. These are earthbound spirits. So they have minus the sun. These are earthbound spirits minus the influence of the sun. So they have a directive that may not include anything good for you. And that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. Low vibrational things, they going down. So their job is to take you down also, which means they got to bring your vibrations down. In order for them to control you, down. They got to put you down, make you low, turn your vibrations down. How do they turn your vibrations down? By making you sensitive to your flesh. This is how we get trapped in it. This is how we got trapped in our bodies. We got sensitive to heat and cold. Sleep. We started needing sleep. We got to use the bathroom. We got to eat food. We started, we got to satisfy hunger pains and stuff like that. This is how they began to control us and trap us in our flesh. Because they began to not only feed the urge, not just feed the flesh. They started to flatter the flesh now. They started to seduce you. They're not just making food to keep you alive. They make food that look good, is satisfying to look at. It feels good in your mouth. It got texture now. And it tastes good. Yes, they mess up your diet. Make you perm your hair. All this stuff. All of that stuff. All of it, little by little. After generation and generation and generation. It chips us down from our high esteem spiritual selves down to these flesh-like, animal-like, beast-like beings that we're becoming. A lot of people think that in the Bible, where it talks about the mark of the beast, that it's not a bad thing to be a mark of the beast. I need y'all to stop and think for a little bit. We got to stop and think about these things, y'all. Because everything on this planet has a carbon trail. Everything. We have carbon, we have melanin, and so do white people. They also have melanin because they're alive. They can't live on the planet without it. They just don't have as much as we do. So yes, we lost our ether body from 999 to 666, being trapped in our flesh. Mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is not just some RFID chip. The mark of the beast is how you respond to a fucking emergency. When you can't think of nothing else to do but repost shit about fucking Will and Jada, that is the mark of the beast. When you could come on my post to argue about Michelle Obama not being a man, but you not there when I'm talking about getting your nationality straight, that is the mark of the beast. When you rush to do whatever you can to get some food in your mouth, but you can't take 20 minutes out to sit still so you can meditate, that is the mark of the beast. When you can't tell you're being lied to, but you like the lies, that is the mark of the beast, y'all. That is the fucking mark of the beast. The way you respond, your frequencies, the way you behave within your frequency is the fucking mark of the beast. And right now, they got everybody living by the seat of their pants. Literally. We had a president that the only thing he did was make everything good for homosexuals and LGBTQ people. I don't have anything about LGBTQ people, but your sexuality and what you do to please yourself on a personal, individual basis has no place in law at all, really. Because this is supposed to be about your humanity. Your humanity. And your divinity. Not your sexuality. Not even your damn color is important when it comes to your spiritual being. Not even that. It don't goddamn matter that I'm melanated. It don't fucking matter. Because how good is my melanin on the outside if I'm dead on the inside? I might as well be white all over. And how harmful is a person with white skin if they're more conscious and more in touch with their spiritual being than you are with your black ass? Huh? If he could take his pink self outside and sit in the sun, and he'll say to himself, this might be uncomfortable for me. This sun might be burning me a little bit. But I'm going to drink some extra water, and I'm going to eat some extra green vegetables, and I'm going to do my best to take the discomfort so I can get more in touch with my spirit. He's more spiritual than you with his white ass. So we gotta put this whole color shit to the side. Y'all gotta think outside the box. Soros just paid I don't know how much money to keep y'all fighting about this skin shit, cause it's petty. It's childish and it's petty. It ain't no power in it. Ain't no healing in it. Ain't no growth in it. Gotta leave it alone. Gotta leave it alone, y'all. We gotta leave that shit alone. We gotta raise our vibrations. We gotta realize that this whole planet is under fucking attack, yo. We under siege, my nigga. And they coming out the goddamn hiding spots. They coming out of hot, and this is war, y'all. You ever been in a war? You ever been in a fight? You ever been in a brawl? Stella. I knew Stella like my whole life. So I know you know, we know what time it is. You ain't never been in the street and have niggas jump out the bushes on you, come out from behind the alleys and garbage cans and shit on you. You don't know what it's like to be ambushed? You ever been ambushed and had to defend yourself? Y'all ain't about that fucking life. Y'all been in the house watching the fucking Huxtables and shit. And they made sure your ass watched the Huxtables and ate all the TV dinners with the salt and sugar in it, so you be too tired and distracted to do anything about anything. You're not even coming outside to get ambushed. Me and Robin Gangster, we outside getting ambushed, bitches. We getting away from this shit. Ain't nobody gonna drug me and make me sleepy, make me woozy, make me distracted, and then take over a whole fucking planet, and I'm not gonna notice. I'm here, goddamn. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. And y'all here? Y'all better wake up. They are using these children. They have been kidnapping kids. Most of us are around the same age. So y'all remember the kids that used to be on the milk carton boxes. Every day, it was different children on the milk carton boxes, on the cereal box. The missing pages was always full. It used to be a section in the newspaper that always was like 2 or 3 pages thick with nothing but missing kids in it. Those children were used as sacrifices with these politicians. So as they drink the blood of these children, as they absorb the essence of these children, and they adapt their spirits to the light codes in these children's blood, then they get up in front of the public and they speak. The essence of our children's death is on their breath, y'all, and we scared. We scared. Y'all spiritually have been scared, frozen. That is the spell. That's why nobody wants to talk about it. Because you're afraid. You've been spiritually paralyzed, spiritually numbed. Because it's so horrible. It's so terrible. It's beyond horrible and terrible that we can't fathom it. Our brains shut down so we don't have to deal with it. We just deal with some other shit that's more easier for us to cope with. We deal with that shit so we don't have to face the reality that they are eating our children and they are stealing our light codes and our DNA and using it to keep us subdued while they rape and pillage the whole planet. The whole planet. The whole planet. This ain't about no color. This ain't about this is just in America. Yup, traumatic bonding. That's exactly what it is. It's trauma bonding. Rapists do it all the time. The rape is never about the sexual pleasure. It's not about the sexual pleasure, y'all. They don't care about no pleasure. They ain't come here to play. They ain't come here to play. They're not here to play. It's not about the pleasure. It's about the bond, the traumatic bond that happens. It's about the seals, the energetic seals, the energetic protective seals in our bodies that get broken. And then our energies can't ascend properly. We can't ascend and raise ourselves up properly. We can't develop emotionally and psychologically properly because we've been traumatically bonded to something or somebody else. Yes, they're sticking to the plan. They sticking to the plan. They're sticking to the plan, and we don't even want to see that they have a plan. They got a plan, y'all. It's something going on so big, they got a plan. It's been going on forever. It's been going on forever. And while they trying to make us fight because this person is European and people came over from Europe and fucked us over, God damn it, guess what? When the Europeans came over and fucked us over, it was niggas on the boat with them. So who the hell we supposed to be fighting here? Not each other. Not everybody, obviously. Because while we're fighting each other, do you realize that too is a ritual? That too is how they eat? Huh? While men are at war fighting, they are afraid. They are angry. And when they die, when they bodies are bursted open in that trauma, that essence is released up into the atmosphere. And they digest that shit. Do you understand what I'm saying to y'all? We are not dealing with flesh and blood. This is real deal spiritual warfare. So everywhere on the planet where there is crime being committed, where there is hatred being committed, where there is violations happening, they are hovering over it, absorbing it, and using it to forward their agendas. I think it's going to take for Donald Trump to open up the sky, pull back the veil, like unplug the virtual reality machine. Let motherfuckers see what it really is. Maybe when y'all see these motherfuckers come out they skin suits in Washington. Maybe when y'all see the ships up in the sky that y'all not paying attention to. Huh? Maybe when y'all see that shit, y'all can stop fighting each other and start getting together. Because it's not even about me alone, or my child alone, or my family alone, or my people alone. It's about the whole fucking planet, y'all. They want the whole planet. Do you understand that we come out of the planet? Do y'all understand in the beginning, when there were no people here, and there was just vegetation and dust and animals, that the sun shined on the soil and the rain moistened it, and when the wind blew, we breathed, goddammit. Do y'all understand that shit? Do y'all get it? They are coming for the place that we come from. We come out of this soil. We come out of this planet. So if we go, nobody is going to be able to save us. The only ones who will be able to save us will be the white people who are down with the aliens that want to eat us. They want to eat us. They've been eating us forever. They've been eating us forever. So we got to grow up. Put this petty shit aside. Huh? This is spiritual warfare, y'all. Spiritual warfare means space. Star Wars. This is a Star Wars, y'all. Spiritual warfare, energetic warfare, Star Wars. Star Wars, y'all. Wake up. Wake up. Angels, aliens, same thing. Chariots of fire, spaceships, swing low, sweet chariot, same thing. Y'all gotta start connecting these dots. Y'all gotta start connecting these dots. Because you got governors out here in charge of whole entire states that are down with feeding you to the aliens. Yep, they want the whole planet. And if we all unite, they won't be able to get it. That's why they are trying their best to cause division. Exactly. We got to get together, y'all. We have to stop this madness. Focusing on the dumb shit. I swear to God. Dumb shit. Y'all got to stop it. We have to. Don't talk about them celebrities. Don't talk about them celebrities. You see, I barely talked about the Nick Cannon thing, right? I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed in Nick. Because my worst fears were confirmed. I said they let him dress the part. And I think he even... Because we know... At least I could feel certain things with certain people. Some people don't want to be in the position that they in, y'all. Not all of these stars chose to be in these positions. Like Nick Cannon, he didn't choose this shit. Nick Cannon was abused as a child too. Nick Cannon was one of those Disney kids. Remember, y'all? He was a child in Disney too. So he done been violated and had old niggas playing up in his ass too. You think he want to continue this shit? That's why they let him dress the part. But he's a beneficiary. He's not allowed to have his own trust. That's why he had to apologize. Had to apologize. They got to embarrass him. They got to chastise him now. Nick, you either want to die or you still down. If you still down, you're going to take this embarrassment. Go and apologize and let them know who's your daddy. And what that does is make all his turban wearing and all the smart shit he had to say mean absolutely fucking nothing. Because they still get to use him as a puppet. Just because he's too attached to his own flesh. This is why this is a curse. This is why Jesus, one of the last sevens of Jesus was, woman, don't cling. Don't cling. Don't cling. And I'm going to tell us right now, us women, don't cling, y'all. Don't cling. Don't cling. Don't get attached to shit. Because we going to have to come up off this shit. We can't be afraid to come up off this shit. Because guess what? Unfortunately, guys, this the hard part, y'all. It's the hard part. It's the hard part. It really is. If they had to spill so much blood to trap us, we gonna have to spill blood to get untrapped. It's universal law. It's balance. That's balance. That's just balance. And the sooner we can reconnect with our true essence as spiritual beings, the faster we can let go of this flesh, and then we're not going to be afraid to lose it. When you're not afraid to lose this body, that's when they can't hurt it. That's when you turn on the God body. When you're not afraid to lose this flesh, that's when you could catch bullets with your teeth. That's when you become the last dragon, my nigga. That's when it happens. But as long as we walking around here afraid to not satisfy our earthly urges, and we too afraid to stand on our spiritual power, they gonna always be able to run the gamut on us. And they gonna win because they sticking to their plan. They've been doing this plan since they touched down on the planet. They done got so far with it, now they don't gotta hide no more. They just raping kids, got whole big corporations transporting babies all over the planet. The shit gets out in public and we act like we don't know. Just because it's not on the news, we act like it's not real. We know this stuff is real. We know it's real. We know it's real. Come on. Come on. Come on. For all sake and purposes of not wanting to be an outcast, right? We may, what's the word? Submit that these things are conspiracies. But if not being an outcast was never an issue, we will all agree with the outcast. And we all know this shit is real. It's going down. It always did. Who else was eating babies and killing kids? Herod tried to kill baby Jesus, remember? Ramses tried to kill Moses. Whenever these men get in power, they have power, they're ruling over kingdoms and stuff like that. They always attract, they get to these places of power a lot of times with the help of Enlil, with the help of the devil, Lucifer, whatever it's called in the whole Christian thing that you relate to as the devil, the opposite of God, the opposite of good. That energy always attracts those kind of people. And it always instructs them to kill the children. It always instructs them to kill the children. When are we going to stop living under governments that are prone to be possessed by these psychopathic spirits and kill every damn body? When I come off the live, contact you. All right, Boogie, I got you. Yes, flesh tries to hold your soul. That's why it rages. Soul to powerful. That's why it ages. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people ask me, like, cause I'm how old am I? How old am I, Stella? How old am I? I gotta ask somebody how old I am, cause I'm old, y'all. I'm old as hell. Mad old. Mad old. I got one gray hair up there somewhere. Look, my edges is starting to fade. Look, they know what time it is. I'm old, y'all. I'm old. I'm mad old. Mad old. I'm almost triple digits old. But I don't look old because I don't listen to my flesh. I don't listen to my body. I am God. I am God. I am God. So since I am God, I tell my body what to do. My body don't tell me what to do. My body is only allowed to do on automatic what it needs to do so I can live. So I'm allowed to blink, breathe, have heartbeats and shit like that. But all of this other stuff that I see people dealing with, I don't deal with none of that stuff. I don't know about that for a long time now. I grew out of that shit. I grew out of it and I grew up. And as I grew up, I retained my youth. So, and I retain my strength and I retain my sharpness. Because it's more preserving to go along with nature. Nature's plan. Than to listen to a body that is under the control of earthbound spirits. They want to take you down. Their whole goal in life is to keep you at a certain level and lower. So we have to learn. We have to learn ourselves enough to know how to subject our flesh to the God that we are. This is why in indigenous spiritual practices, you're not supposed to worship the Orisha. This is why we don't worship the Orisha. The Orisha are earthbound energies. And if you let them, if you give them the control and the power, they will run your life into the fucking hole. Because they are earthbound spirits. They earthbound. They have their purpose and they have their use. And their purpose and their use is not to be your boss. You are not supposed to let them make the plans and make the goals and everything for you. They don't do that. That's not their position. That's not their job. You are in charge of your body and your spaceship, your world, your life. You have to man it. You have to make the creations for it. You have to will those things into existence. Not the Orisha. Not the Orisha. They help you manifest your desires. They earthbound. They come from heaven down to the earth. They supposed to bring the thing that the energy that you need from up there to where you are, so you can then use it for what you need to do with it. Not let the energy take you down. Some of y'all be playing with these spirits, and these spirits done snatched y'all up, and y'all is batshit crazy. Y'all lying to people. Y'all starting problems. Y'all spreading rumors. Y'all just being mean and devious and nasty. And then you call yourselves self-proclaimed witches and healers and stuff, and you jacked up. You're psychopathic. Because you letting the orishas, you letting the spirits rule you. You're not supposed to let them rule you. This is why I don't teach magic like that. There's things that I will teach. But there's certain things that I know that I will not teach somebody, because you got to have a certain level of maturity within yourself in order to do it. That can't be out here trying to govern no planets and shit. And you can't even control your own appetite. You can't even control your own sexual urges. But you want to control the weather? Y'all better stop playing around. Y'all better stop. Y'all got to stop playing these games. Medicine, TV, food, all the things to confuse and disconnect us. I feel like you're an ancient soul, sis. The wisdom you possess. Thank you, sis. Have you seen the movie Wrinkle in Time? No. Wrinkle in Time. That sounds like an old movie. That's an old movie, right? I never seen it, though. But I know it's an old movie. Listen, y'all. These people, they out here eating these babies. And that the spell of them having digested the children and then talk to you guys, and all of the distraction they have they drug you before they talk to you. They got sugar and all this weird stuff in the food. They got all this weird stuff in the water. They got all this weird stuff in the music. The music is crazy. They got you repeating stuff that's not even words. Like the other day, because the kids be listening to this stuff, right? I was in here going, skirt, skirt. Whoa. What the hell is that? What the hell is skirt, skirt? What is that? What is skirt, skirt? Whoa. What is that? That is not nothing for me. I don't need that taking up space in my brain. It does nothing for me. But the music, that's what's in the music. A bunch of stuff that don't do nothing for you. It's just taking up space in your brain, and then you don't have space for the important stuff. You don't have room to work your muscles so you can work your magic, because you got skirt, skirt playing over and over in your head. That's an Oprah movie, A Wrinkle in Time. I'm gonna look for. Is it on Netflix? If it's on Netflix, I'll watch it today. But yeah, guys, I'm going to come back and talk again. I'm getting a little tired. I'm going to just leave y'all with this one thing, because I'm going to pick up with this when I come back. When I come back, I'm going to talk about how this government's structure is set up. I want to talk about how this government is set up, because we need to come to an understanding, guys. Yes, Democrats and Republicans are two wings on the same bird, but god damn it, if you don't get on the wing that's flying in your direction. I'm gonna get back to that when I come back, because once we understand the whole politic game, we gotta know our moral science. We gotta get on our moral science.